All right, hello. Welcome, welcome. Are you ready to do some drawing today? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so we are in our awesome autumn art projects, and I thought today we could do something a little fun. We worked really hard last time, and now I think we need to do something fun. Maybe we're going to do some toadstools. Look at the toads. Look how cute. She's got eyelashes. Maybe yours will not be a girl, but mine has eyelashes. And this guy, look how cool he is. Do you know if they're really colorful like that, that makes them poisonous? So let's look at dangerous stuff. Don't let go. Okay, so let's look at how this is going on our page in the sketchbook. This way. Are we going to draw it this way? Silly pants. Turn your book. All right. Are we good to go? Let's make sure we're good to go. Perfect. All right. So we're going to start with the toadstools. We're going to put some curved lines in there. We're going to put in some patterns. Check these out. Little patterns on our little frogs too, our toads. And we're going to use some zigzags, some verticals. We got it all going on in this picture, don't we? All right. Ready? You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an eraser. You're going to need a Sharpie, but not now. You're going to need markers. All right, ready? Let's go. All right, let's decide where our toadstools are going to go. We don't want them to sit totally at the bottom. We don't want to sit them totally at the top. So in between, we're going to do like this half a circle, like a rainbow shape. Remember to draw lightly. Light till you get it right. We're going to draw that half a circle shape, and then we'll add our toad on top. All right, so where's it going to go? We're going to put about half a circle, ooh, maybe a little lower. So I'm going to put a half a circle here, like a rainbow shape. Now I'm going to put another one over here someplace. I'm going to make room for him. Where is he going to go? Maybe he's a little bit smaller. I'm going to put him right there. All right. So now I'm going to come across here. I'm going to come at the bottom, and I'm going to draw another curved line, but not as big. It's just going to curve a little bit. Just a little bit. Not straight, a little bit curvy. Just a little bit curvy. See how it just goes up just a little and then back down again, okay? All right, now let's go make our stems. We need to do 2 vertical lines. They're not going to touch here. This is the edge that's close to us. We want it to go in the middle of the toadstool. So it's going to go about here. Make sure you've got at least 2 fingers in there, maybe 3, but at least 2. And we're going to just draw 2 vertical lines. How tall is it? Don't put it all the way at the bottom. Leave some space. How tall is my toadstool? Now, I'm going to just cut it right across here. 2. Make a rectangle. Ready? Now let's do the back of the toadstool. When you look at this picture, you can see that this line comes down into the stem. That way we're making it look like it goes back in space. This part is close to us, that part is far away. We're making perspective, just like Leonardo da Vinci, not Leonardo DiCaprio. So we're going to start here. We're going to curve around. Don't just go back. We're going to curve out just a little bit and down. See how I left like a finger? There you go. Leave about a finger there too. Watch it again. I'm going to go out just a little bit. Now I can't see where I'm going. I'm going to have to move my hand. I'm going down here. Right there. That's good. Now, if you miss and it doesn't come up even, just fix it. You're good. It's all right. Let's do the same thing over here now, right? So we need to make our stem. Maybe this stem might be a little skinnier and a little taller because mushrooms are different heights too. So remember, I'm going to curve around and come back to here. I'm going to curve around and come back to here. Curve around and come back to here. What did I forget to do? What did you forget to do, Miss Kushner? I forgot to put in the top of my mushroom stem and the bottom. There we go. Perfect. All right. So at the bottom, Mushrooms have little lines on them, little sections. So I'm gonna take them straight out from the sides. Then I can take one up from the middle. I can split the difference now. Look, right in the middle of that one, in the middle of that one, down here, down here. If you want to do more, you can split down the middle. All right, aim for the middle of the big part and go to the middle of the little part. Just remember that whatever you do, you're going to have to trace it with a Sharpie. So if you do lots of them, that's a lot of tracing and a lot of coloring when you get to your patterns. Do it again. From the sides, we're going to do a diagonal line from the side out. Then we can come down to the back. From the middle up. You could do just a couple like that if you want. Or you could just split it a couple more times. Just do one. Like that. That looks pretty good. I think that's enough. All right, let's do our toads, because the toads are going to sit on a toadstool. A toadstool is like a mushroom, right? Okay. So I'm going to curve. I'm going to do my frog head. So I'm going to do a rainbow shape just like I did here. I'm going to curve here and go around. There's my frog's body. Now you can make your legs go up if you want, or they can go out. My frogs have legs that go out, so I'm going to do one of them now with legs that go up, and then I'll show you one with legs that go down too. So where's my leg going to go? My leg, the bend of my leg is going to be this right here. So I'm going to draw a rainbow like a bunny ear right to here. Not a bunny ear. It's a leg. But I'm going to draw my toes down here on the side. I'm going to draw some ovals down here for his toes and make sure that they hang over into the mushroom. All right? And then he needs some little feet in the front because those are his legs from the back. Let's make them attach. You want to make them attach right now, right? So from down here to the little toe, from down here to the, whoop, that's good enough. Close enough. All right. Now, the front, we're not going to see his legs. We're just going to see his toes because they're hanging over the edge of the toadstool. So we're just going to see them just like that. Now, eyes. Do we need some eyes for our frogs? How about big eyes? Frogs have big eyes because they can see at night. So nice big eyes for your toads. And then don't forget they need that little pupil in the middle so they can see. Ah! Miss Cautioner, you did not leave room for a mouth. Oh, no. Well, I could erase all of that, or I could give my little frog start his mouth over here and end it over here. So now I'm just going to say that I don't see his whole mouth. Bing, bong. That's a silly frog. Okay. Now let's do another one over here. We'll do another frog. Maybe I'll tilt him a little bit. But he's going to do the same thing, right? But instead, we're going to go sideways with his legs out and around. Look where I start and stop my leg. Up in his head a little bit. Up in his head a little bit. And then around right onto the mushroom. Now I add my toes right here. Right here by his leg. Do I need to draw that line? No, because I don't, it's too close. I don't see it. Ribbit. Now let's put our mouth on there. Nice and wide like a big toad mouth. And then his eyes. He's funny and very, very happy. He needs little toes here too. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I need another one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so if you have more space, I made my eyes and my mouth really big. You can add in the little frog, the little toad spots. Just gonna add in some circles. This is gonna be a pattern, So try to make them all about the same. Don't go silly crazy, making little itty bitty tiny ones, because you're going to have to trace them all with the Sharpie. And I'm going to add some on the outside of my leg, along the top row right there. I'm not going to put them all in a row. Some of them I'm going to have an extra one hanging around out there. Okay, do the same thing over here. Once in a while we get a little toad out there with an extra little spot. You could even, if you wanted to make yours like super fancy, you could do a half a circle there too, couldn't you? What? You saw it. I'm going to add just a couple here on his feet. Do the same thing on this guy too. Now let's make a line. Since we are at like the eye level of the toads, the grass is going to be back here, but we're not going to draw just a line. We're going to add zigzags for the grass. But first, let's decide where it goes. I'm going to draw a straight line across. Look, I'm stopping at his head, pick it up on the other side. Uh-oh. Now, my grass is going to start on here. I'm going to go up and down and make M's, big wonky M's with roundy kind of things. Okay, not roundy, not roundy. Sometimes an M could be longer on one side. So just bring your pencil up and down, maybe like a king's crown, right? There, perfect. And then let's give it a tree. Now the tree, all we need are 2 vertical lines. Maybe this is where you could add a spiral in here for a knot in the tree. Draw some bark maybe. You could add a branch if you wanted to. Could you add a branch that comes down? Yeah, but when we're close to the ground, are we going to see the top of the tree? No, Miss Kushner. No, you're not. So please don't add the top of the tree. We're not going to see the whole thing. We're just down here with the frobes, the toads, with all toads. Okay, so I'm going to add some more M's, little crowns and things down here at the bottom. Look how some of them are kind of curving a little bit. It's a zigzag, but it kind of curves. I'll put some out here. Not a lot. I'm putting some out so that I can make it look like there's grass going back. Okay, so if you want to add other things, maybe you want to add a bee. He's got a U shape there for a wing. Give him a little pointy stinger. He's going little dotted line, making him fly around. He's kind of cute. Little stripes on his behind. Okay, so don't forget, let's add some patterns into our mushrooms. Now you could draw some curved lines, one here, put one here, and that would make a pattern here. You could do circles on your marshmallows. They're not marshmallows, they're mushrooms, right? Toadstools. So you can make them as fancy as you want. Maybe I can make 2 stripes right there, huh? That would look kind of cool. All right, so once you get that all finished, go ahead and add your Sharpie your lines. And then we're going to use markers to color. Markers! I love markers, Miss Kushner. Okay, but first, Sharpie. But remember, you should probably have a piece of scrap paper underneath that page so it doesn't soak through, right? Right, Miss Kushner. You tell us these things all the time. So use a Sharpie, and then when you're done sharpieing, erase those pencil lines. All right. Did you get all your pencil lines erased? Hey, I forgot to tell you not to trace that line back there. But if you did, well, it's no big deal. It's all right. It still works, still good. Still good, still good. Okay, so when you're using your markers, I'm pretending you only have a regular box of markers that doesn't have different kinds of green in it. Look at eyelashes and lips on her. Anyway, I'm pretending that you guys only have a box that has regular markers, no fancy greens, no fancy blues, just regular old greens and blues. So the sky does not have to be blue. And in this picture, I'm not going to make my sky blue. But I am going to save the green for the grass, which means my toadstools and my toads cannot be green, right? Because when we put the two colors together, the same color together, we lose where it's going to go. Oh, Miss Koshna, you missed some spots. Goodness gracious me, I'm so sorry. So think about the colors you're going to use. This is my grass, so I'm going to leave it alone. What color are your toads going to be? Think about what color you're going to make your spots. Think about what color you're going to make your toads. I made my toad purple. I think he's kind of dark. I would rather have had the orange toad maybe with purple spots. I think that would look better. This isn't bad, but I don't like this color with the orange next to it. So do a little thinking before you start coloring, okay? Now, remember, smallest areas first. So get in there and do your spots on your toads first. Spots on toes, toads, and toes on toads. Do those first. But what color are you going to make the toads' bodies? I used two colors on mine, like over here. Don't color, just go brrr. That's not, we need to be thinking past that. What colors are going to look good together? Now, orange and purple are opposites on the color wheel. You know the color wheel, the big thing that has all the colors on it, tells artists what colors, how to make them. So they're opposites, and they look really good when they're next to each other. So that's why I'm thinking purple and yellow. Yellow is the opposite of purple. Yellow and purple. Sorry, I said orange because I'm going to use orange. But yellow and purple are the opposites. And orange, since orange is made with red and yellow, that's why I'm going to use orange because it's pretty close to yellow. It's close to being opposites, but orange you need red and yellow. Purple's made with red and blue, so they do have red in common. But this purple's really dark, and that orange is really light. So I think they're going to look good next to each other. What do you think? You think it'll work? I think it might. All right, so I'm going to do my smoochy little lips over here first. Poot, 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 poot. Stay inside your line. Slow down. Okay, so I'm going to show you how good this is going to look now. Don't forget you have to go around all of them. Go around, trace around each shape. Be careful. Watch the tip of your marker. Where is it going? You can't say, oops, I just colored over absolutely everything. Well, then you weren't paying attention. And while I still love you, I want you to pay attention to what you're doing and not make those kind of mistakes. Get it? Okay, Miss Koshna, I got it. Just be careful. And that's why we do these things in our sketchbook, is to practice. Practice getting in there and going around things so that you get better at it and faster at it. And then it won't take as long when we get into class and you have to do something. You can do it a little bit quicker because you're practiced. But if you're scribbling, it's not good. Okay, so look at my toad. Look how good that purple looks with the orange next to it. Now I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do my grass green, but my sky I'm not going to do blue. I'm going to save my sky to be yellow. So that means my tree can't be yellow, my grass can't be yellow, my toads can't be yellow, because I'm going to have my sky as a yellow. Is that okay? Can the sky be yellow? Absolutely. Sure can. But I want you to do your sky last. I'm cheating right now because I want to show you. Look how good that looks now, those two, because they're light. They're both light, but the orange is a little bit darker. And see, when I put this on here, you see how this is almost as dark as that. It's not a bright pink, it's like a rosy color. All right? Finish everything. Grass to the bottom, blue sky to the top, or yellow sky, or purple sky, whatever color you want. It might be evening and you're putting purple in there. That's fine too. So just make sure you're doing it right. Make it neatly. Pull one line at a time. In the big areas, you're going to put your bumper in first. Go around. And then pull one line at a time. All right? One. Okie dokie. All right. Happy coloring. Hope you enjoyed your awesome autumn toadstools. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.